from being optimistic in the last 20 years. We've really dug ourselves out of a hole. And one of the things about Leeds United is they have the best ever choir singing and enthusing them. Now, I haven't always been running an opera company. In my previous life, I worked for Lotus Development, which was IBM, and also Sophos, the antivirus company. So I know what it's like working in offices and businesses, large and small. And I benefited from being able to, they had a gym in Lotus, and at Sophos, they give us sports centre membership. So I had the opportunity for nipping out into sports activities at lunchtime to help give me energy and generate enthusiasm and be able to be optimistic and positive and overcoming objections. Now, since running Opera Anywhere, I've been involved in much more in the music side, obviously. And music in offices can have the same kind of effect, if not more, than physical activity at lunchtime. I wanted to share with you some information we have from my colleague who works with me at Opera Anywhere, Catherine Lewis. He's on this in this presentation. And now, if Catherine, if you'd like to, she not just works for Opera Anywhere, she works for a company called Music in Offices. And I would just wanted you to, Catherine, to share a little bit about what you do in Music in Offices and some of the results. Now, I know we've only got 5 or 6 minutes, so we've posted up a fuller discussion on the Opera Anywhere LinkedIn page, and also Jenny Gordon has made a significant contribution to that as well. So, Catherine, could I just introduce you, and could you just explain what you do with Music in Offices?
Yeah, thanks, Mike, and hello everyone. Thanks for having us today. Well, as Mike said, I work for Music in Offices, and we've been in existence for about 15 years. And we do what it says on the tin, really. We go into offices, we facilitate one-to-one music tuition, we run office choirs, workshops, and concerts as well. Mike's asked me to share some of the feedback we've had from some of our pupils, and I thought I might give you just some background on the scientific basis of what we do as well, because lots of research has been done on the effect music has on people. We know that, just to give you a whistle-stop tour, we know it enhances mood, it increases your immunity, it regulates your heartbeat, your breathing, all kinds of things like that. And we did a survey a couple of years ago now. 96% of our pupils said they felt less stressed after the lessons. 83% said they were more productive, and 98% of our choir members said that their mental health was improved by singing in the choir. Just to give you a kind of a typical example of some feedback we have from our pupils, this is from a partner at a law firm, Norton Rose Fulbright. He said, my lessons are a great way to de-stress and unwind while boosting morale and productivity. Each lesson leaves me feeling refreshed and energized with improved concentration. I'm staving off the inevitable memory loss for a little while longer too. And that's an interesting point actually at the end, because we know that being involved in a skill such as music also changes your neural pathways, creates more new pathways. And we had an interesting observation from a pupil who works in IT quite recently. And he said that I found that my music lessons leave me feeling refreshed and inspired, which really does help me to provide creative solutions to the issues of the day. So you might not have thought that going off for a piano lesson would help you solve someone's computer problem later in the day, but it really can. And of course, then there's singing as a group then, which is it brings you a whole level, another level of benefits. And I feel I should let Jenny say something now. I feel I'm hogging the whole time, but I know Jenny's had first-hand experience of people singing together. So.
Are you going to say something, Jenny?
Have we got time? Yeah,
1 minute.
Just very quickly. So Mike and I do people development programs, and one of the things we do is team building. And Mike and I work together with a team of financial consultants who had been brought together from a merger. So they were very unhappy and very miserable and had been thrown together. And we used Opera Anywhere in the afternoon as a way of bringing them together, because none of them had ever had any experience of opera and none of them sang. So it was a really level playing field. And they were absolutely amazing. It worked brilliantly. And by the end of the programme, they were parading through the hotel dressed as Roman soldiers. And Cleopatra was there too, singing their hearts out at the top of their voices. And the next day, the feedback was that they not only had had a huge amount of fun, but actually the shared vulnerability of the activity had really helped them see each other as people. So it was a wonderful way of creating team as well as having great fun.
And of course, music in offices doesn't have to be classical music, and it can be in any form whatsoever. And even if you're singing on your way to work, that can lift your spirit. If you're singing on your way to a meeting that you need to be very, very creative, then there's all sorts of things come to mind that help you get into the right mood and be positive and optimistic. I think we've got probably 1 minute if anybody's got any questions or any thoughts. We've stunned everybody, but we've posted a 15-minute version of this actually on the LinkedIn page. So do go over and have a look. I'll put it in the chat, the link as well. So.
And what's in the chat, Mike, just in the last few seconds, is that obviously it works on chickens, it works on plants, as well as humans. So if it works on chickens and plants, it must be good for humans.
Superb.